What is up, guys? This is Linthio coming at you with a discussion today and kind of an advice video and also an announcement and things like that about European Championships that are happening in Dublin this very weekend. Yes, if you are watching this maybe in the future after the weekend has passed, sorry, but this might actually be still useful for you because it might have some interesting information. But first off, I'll just say that I am judging at the event, but I am not judging the main event. I have been selected to do the, wait for it, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bingo. Now, I know that might raise a couple of eyebrows, and it certainly did raise an eyebrow for myself, but nevertheless, I've been picked for that. But what that does mean is that I will be on the public side of it with all you guys, be able to interact with you and all, be able to, I have been told, unless this changes, I've been told that I can sign and take pictures while I'm doing it. So, you know, it just means that I can interact with my subscribers, get you all involved in this bingo. I'm going to make it as fun and as entertaining as possible. Don't know how I'm going to do this, but it's going to happen. Linthio's little twist is going to be on there, and I hope that you all do enjoy it. So definitely come check that out. And there's going to be loads of other different events. The main reason to do the bingo, you know, apart from seeing me, is to get stamps so you can then go to the wheel. If I do go on the wheel, it's going to be called Will's Wheel of Wonder. Basically, you can get a chance to win prizes, which can be anything from a pack to a small version of a giant card to mats to everything like that. So it's very interesting. Definitely come check it out if you maybe don't do well in the event, or if you're just coming along for a bit of fun. Definitely do it. But some important stuff I feel that, you know, will be needed is what you should really bring to these types of events. And it's just a little bit of advice, because I've been going to these events all my life. I've been going to a lot of them, maybe not the European Championships, you know, the Euros and the YCSs, but I've been going to a lot of smaller events, nationals and everything like that, and it's just very important to remember some of these things. One of the main things I'd say if you are entering into the main event or any form of event, you will need photographic ID. Now, the reason for this is so that you can basically prove that you are who you are trying to enter as. And it might sound a little bit dumb, but unfortunately it is needed, especially with such an event as Euros. Because European Championships, you have to qualify to get into the event, because it means you have a chance to go to World Championships. And you have to be able to prove that you are that person who qualified. So bringing photo ID doesn't really sound too far out there, considering the logic behind it. So if you don't have photo ID, you actually won't be able to enter the event, and that's just the rules that Konami have set up, and unfortunately that's how it is. But I feel it is a good rule nonetheless, simply because it just means that there can't be any forgeries. Obviously there are important things like bringing your deck and a playmat to play on, just in case. You know, playing on a playmat as opposed to a table is always nicer, and it just means that you can protect your cards. Bringing a pen and paper is also very important, simply because everything should be recorded on paper. Life points and everything like that need to be on paper. They cannot be on an electronic device. If you are using maybe a calculator to do the sums, then that is fair enough. But having life points on a calculator alone isn't good enough. Take, for example, if there is a dispute in the life points, your opponent says that you have 5,000, you say that you have 6,000. If it can't be traced on the calculator and it doesn't match up to what's on the paper on your opponent, then it's going to go off the paper. Now, that isn't an excuse for people to start sharking people and to be able to maybe get the upper hand in accidentally not noting something down. It will be traced back, and the judges will do their best. If I was there, this is what I would do their best to look at the graveyard, look at the plays, and say what happened to be able to find out the correct life points. If something cannot be determined, then that's when it will go into such rules. One important thing I think is also good to bring is water, bottled water. Don't forget, you can't have water on the table just in case it gets knocked over, the screw cap gets unscrewed or anything like that. But it's important to have water in your bag to stay hydrated, because if you are going in these long events and you are in the later rounds, then you will get dehydrated very quickly, especially if it is warm and humid, which some events can be depending on how the venue is. It's very important to be able to stay hydrated and alert, because it means that you can duel much better. With food, it's ideal to bring something that doesn't crumble, isn't messy, and is easily put away in your bag. Again, this is to just make sure that you are awake and you don't get really hungry and are thinking of other things. With chocolate and sweets, you know, really heavy sweet stuff, I wouldn't recommend it as such, because it will give you a sugar rush and then you'll crash after the round. So that is why I say that some soluble food is always good, but something that is small, compact, and not messy, because we don't want papers or mess on the floor because it can be health and safety hazards if anyone slips on it. We want to make sure that everything is nice and neat and everyone is just going on well. And obviously you want to bring your trades. Let's face it, trading is a very important part of this game and it's what makes it really fun and be able to build those decks that you really want. I'll have my trade book, I certainly will. I'll have my 2 trade books with me, and I'm going to have a deck that I have yet to decide. I should really bring my Herald deck, but it's kind of not built. I might get on that. And I'll probably bring Skull Servants or some form of different deck. And if I do get the chance to play people, I will. But please note that I might not be able to play anyone at all simply because I might be busy or going to see people or anything like that, because I'm going to be very busy this weekend. So that's just some important information for you guys for these events, not just Euros, for any other Yu-Gi-Oh event, whether it be a small Nationals or a large Worlds if you do get to go there. I am thoroughly looking forward to this event. I basically get my flight from London at 8:15 in the morning, which means I need to be at the airport at Stansted, if you know where that is, at about 6 o'clock. So that means I need to leave my house at about 4:45. Oh, Friday's going to be a long day, but hopefully in the evening they'll have a nice relaxing beer and relax with everyone, and it'll be so great. But if you do see me this weekend, definitely come up and say hello to me. I'll definitely try and make sure that you come in and play the bingo, because I want to make sure we have loads of fun, because that's basically what these events are for. And hopefully by going on the bingo you'll be able to get some awesome prizes in the wheel. So I want to know if you guys are going. If you have watched this video after the event has finished and you maybe saw me or you were there, signed any card or anything like that, let me know down in the comment section below, because I would like to get, if I do sign any cards, I would like to get a picture of them so I can do it as a montage for after the event. Hopefully I'll be able to do a vlog, maybe. I'm poking the officials about it if I'll be able to do one, just because I think it's really fun and a lot of people like to see how these events go through someone else's eyes. So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below if you're going to be there, if you aren't, or just anything, if you think there are any other useful information for fellow duelists to take notes for these events. Do let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later. Have a great weekend.